Hey guys, it's Vicki. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and a part-time reseller on Mercari and Facebook Marketplace. So in today's video, I have my weekly what sold video. In this type of video, I typically show you the items that sold the previous week. I go over how much I paid for them, how much they sold for, how much I actually brought home in net profit. And also in this video, I will be going over my sales strategy, what I've been doing in my closet. Obviously, in past videos, I had different strategies, and as time goes on, you try different things out. So what I'm doing right now is what's currently working for me. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And you know, some of my older videos, that's what was working for me back then. But like I said, you got to switch things up sometimes, and that's what I've been doing. So let's go ahead and get started. In this video, like I said, I'm going to put a photo over here of the items that sold and go over all of that. So we'll talk about Poshmark first. Now on Poshmark, I had 31 sales last week, the week of September 14th through September 20th. And my gross sales for that week were $731. My net profit, which was minus fees and shipping discounts that I provided, turned out to be $542.27. And then my cost of goods, what I spent in the store to buy these items to resell, was $69.50. So I profited for the week after cost of goods was taken out $472.77, which is perfect. $100 more than I want. Like I've said in many videos, $375 a week is what I want to make net profit. Anything over that goes straight back into my business or into savings. So the more the merrier, you know. So I will go over my numbers on Mercari real quick. I'm just going to do my numbers real quick, get those out the way, and then I will show you the items that actually sold. So on Mercari, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on Mercari, I had 6 sales, and those totaled $214. My net profit was $174.52. I paid $24 in shipping fees, and my cost of goods was $13.93. I ended up making a total of $136.59 net profit off of Mercari. And then last but not least, we have Facebook Marketplace. I had 3 sales that totaled $50. Take away $3 for my shipping, and I am down to $47. And my complete amount that I made, all 3 platforms combined together after cost of goods, fees, and all of that was taken out, I was able to profit $655.36 for the week of September 14th through September 20th. So that is that's a great week for me. For me, that's a great week. If I could do that every week, I would be okay. But it doesn't always happen like that. But I have noticed as I've been more consistent with what I've been doing, which I'll share with you at the end of this video, my sales have continually gone up little by little every week. So let's talk about what sold. So let me pull this up real quick. So of those 31 sales that I had on Poshmark, 19 of those sales were actually sold for under $20. The majority between the $7 to $13 range. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to be going over all of the items that sold for over $20 like I typically do. I know a lot of people really want to see what sold for under $20. So I'll probably make a video of like things that I won't pick up again based off of how much they sold for me. But just because something sells for a really low price for me doesn't mean it's not going to sell for a better price for you. I've noticed that a lot of people's closets have the same items and they sell for way more than they sell for in my closet, and you know, the opposite. So I will put a video like that together here soon. All right, so we're gonna go over everything that sold for over $20 on Poshmark first. So the first item were these Merrell Travi brown waterproof leather boots. They sold for $45. I did have them listed at $75, but you know, I got these from the bin, so I paid maybe $3 total for them. They were like in brand new condition. I could have held out, but I wanted money, so I accepted her $45 offer. The next item that sold for over $20 was a pair of True Religion black curvy skinny jeans. These sold for $33. I had them listed for $45. She offered $33, so I accepted. The next item was this Crepe Erase 4-in-1 eye renewal capsules, a 30 count. They were completely sealed, plastic wrapped around it, steel. plastic wrapped around it. They sold for $27. These came from the Goodwill pallet. They were in a box full of brand new items. They weren't even a year old yet. And they were the crepe erase set, I guess you'd say. It was pretty expensive, brand new. The next item that sold were the LL Bean 6-inch bean boots, duck boot, waterproof brown. I threw some keywords in there. They sold for $60, so I actually just purchased these last week, and they were gone the same day that I listed them. And I have to say, it's because the keywords. I put a ton of different keywords in there, which I'll talk about in my video on Saturday. But yeah, that was a quick sell, and I'm so happy I finally found a pair of those boots. I've been looking for like over a year. All right, so the next item that sold was a pair of American Eagle black kick boot stretch jeans. These sold for $20. The next item came from a Goodwill pallet. This was a Coach Saddle Park brown leather wristlet. It sold for $28. The next item that sold was a lot of vintage Boyd's Bear collections. I got all of these for 25 cents each, so I paid $2 for all of them. They sold for $22. That was a pretty good flip. I got these from like his house, I believe. Somebody had donated their entire teddy bear collection. So the next piece was a Free People red plaid linen blend button down top. It sold for $22. Free People just doesn't do anything for me anymore. Like, I can't find any of the really good pieces, like the pretty boho pieces. I just find basic pieces. So I'm probably going to just quit picking those up. Maybe eventually I will find some beautiful boho pieces. But typically when I do find them, they are damaged, so I have to leave them behind. The next item that sold were these Fry brown leather harness knee-high wedge boots. They sold for $100. I offered her $120. She offered me $100. I said, okay, because I paid $450 for these. And these were sample boots. There was no size in them. I had my 20-year-old daughter come and try them on, and they were a little bit too small for her. So she said they were about a 6.5 to a 7. So I put them as a 6.5 and explained. I measured them, put measurements in. It's really difficult to sell shoes that don't have size. Just saying. But yeah, I'm glad they're gone. And she has not accepted that order yet, so I'm fingers crossed everything goes well. All right, so the next item that sold was a pair of Mural brown leather fawn flats. They sold for $40. The next pair of shoes that sold, lots of shoes, Allegria Paloma Pro Flower Power Mary Jane clogs. They sold for $60 like 2 days after listing them. I got it's funny, the person who bought them offered me $20 for them, and I countered at $60 and she accepted it. So I was like, okay. At first I was extremely offended because I was like, wow, these were $75, you're gonna offer $20, but people test the waters. They wanna know, maybe there's that possible chance that you will sell them to them for that price just to get rid of them. They just don't know. So I think what she did was smart, but I wasn't gonna let them go for $20 because they're beautiful. So the next item is an Eileen Fisher cashmere sweater cardigan. I just got this last week as well, and it sold for $50. I had it listed for $65 and she offered me $50 last night, and I was like, okay, works for me. And that's everything that sold for over $20 on Poshmark. Now we will switch over to Mercari real quick. And so the first item that sold for over $20 was 100 USPS Forever stamps. I got these for $1 at the Amazon return / overstock. So I don't know what you want to call the store. It's Dream Deals. It's like where it's mainly Amazon items that have the X00 label. And when I worked at Amazon as a picker and a trainer, I recall X00 means those items are FBA returns or used items. They're not brand new. But if it says B00 on the label, that means it is a brand new item. That's all I remember. So these were a brand new item. These are the 100 USPS Forever stamps. I sold them for $32. I know I could probably have got more from them because they're stamps, but you know, I paid $1. So she offered that. I accepted it because why not, you know? All right, so the next item that sold on Mercari was a Game Boy Advance SP and accessories. I've had this thing for like 2 years. I bought it at Salvation Army years ago. I was gonna sell it on eBay. Everything on eBay was oversaturated and it wasn't going for much at all. So I was like, well, it's not even worth it. Then I go on to Mercari and I look and I see that it's selling for like $50, $60, $70, $80, you know, around that range. So I listed it at 100. He offered 60 and I accepted his offer because money. So the next item that sold was this vintage Nanco New Hampshire mug. I think I paid like $1 and some change for this at Goodwill, and it sold for 25 bucks. All right, so the next item that sold were my Pradas. These sold for $57, but you know what? I had them for 2 years in my closet. I was done. I said, you know, I paid $4.99 for these. I've literally had them sitting in my closet, in my personal closet, sitting in the top shelf for 2 years waiting. They did sell on eBay one time, but they returned them because they said they were too small for them. This person just messaged me saying they were too small for her, but she's just going to resell them. And I was like, what the heck? Like, okay. I don't know why they're too small for everybody. I guess designer things run smaller. But I accepted a $57 offer for them, and I told her I hope she can sell them for more than I sold them to her. But yeah, I was very happy to get rid of those. They've just been sitting there collecting dust. And I think that's everything that's sold on Mercari. Oh no, excuse me. Where's the other item? They don't keep these things in order. Okay, so it was this Limoges China Victorian jewelry box. This was a reproduction of Limoges, I guess that's how you say it. It sold for $31. It was like a jewelry trinket box type thing I got from Goodwill for like $4.94. And yeah, I made $17.91 off of it. Okay, so yeah, that's everything that sold for over $20 on Mercari. And then last, we have Facebook Marketplace. And on Facebook Marketplace, I sold 3 items. One of the items was a $5, like a 5x7 picture frame. And then I sold this Oriental, it was like a wooden box, and it had like a ceramic tray that matched it. I got that from the Goodwill pallet, so about $2 for both of those. And then I also sold a Christmas tree. This actually came from Target. It's a advent calendar, so you put the candy inside of the little cylinders, and that sold for 20 bucks to somebody in Los Angeles. So that was everything that's sold on Poshmark, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. All right, so for the week of September 14th through the 20th, I personally brought home a net profit of $655.36. So that is more than what I typically need to make, and that's great. That means extra money to go into savings for taxes as well as back into my business. So I can go thrifting this week and get a couple things. And yeah, so let's talk real quick about my strategy in my Poshmark closet and what I've been doing to kind of continue a consistent amount each month or each week. So obviously I have been listing 3 times a week. I list 20 items on Monday, 20 items on Wednesday, and 20 items on Friday. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I typically will renew old listings at the very bottom of my closet, and maybe 5 to 10 of those on those days. And for listing, that's it. Like, that's the only thing I do. I list 60 new items every single week. So on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, I will send out 10% offers with $4.99 shipping to anybody who likes an item in my closet. I try to do it within 5 to 10 minutes of them liking it, just in case they don't buy the item. I do want to give them enough time to purchase before I send them an offer. So I've been doing that. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, I send out 20% and $4.99 shipping offers on any item that somebody likes in my closet. And then of course, Saturday and Sunday, I do a 30% off with $4.99 shipping. And if it is a Sunday closet clear out, I typically will lower all of my prices by 10%. That's literally it. So as for sharing my closet, it gets shared 4 times a day by a reseller assistant. I've been paying them since May to do my closet sharing, and it's been great. I've only had one problem with the reseller assistant, and that was one time slot did not get shared. And they said it was because the VA that I had, her power got cut off due to the heat waves that they were having back in June or May, or I don't remember. It was like when I first started. So that hasn't been an issue since then. And that day they actually came back and they shared my closet that extra time. It was just later at night. And they gave me a free day. So that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm very happy with that service, and I highly recommend them to anybody who has a larger closet and doesn't have enough time. You know, it really does free up your time so you can focus on other things in your life than just sitting, numbing your fingers out by, you know, trying to share your closet. So But yeah, so that's all I've been doing differently. I mean, I just changed some things up, but it's working for me, and the amount that I make is going up every month little by little, so I'm just going to keep on and hopefully stick to this. I don't know. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a like before you leave. It definitely helps the channel out, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Have a great day, take care, and stay safe. Bye.